What's up everybody, this is Zeno and welcome to the Mossberg 500 project recap video. Today I'm going to go through the entire project as a whole. We've gotten everything installed onto the gun that we wanted to get on. So today I'm going to go through everything. We've had individual videos pertaining to each item and its installation and whatnot. But today I'm going to go through the whole project in its entirety, give you one final look at everything before we go out and shoot it. So first of all, we did the ATI Talon Tactical stock, adjustable stock. We did the UTG Top Mount Rail, the Bushnell TRS 25 red dot sight, the ATI Halo heat shield, there we go, ATI 5-sided fore-end grip, the Magpul AFG1. We also have a side saddle over here. We also have the hand stop. I forget who that was made by off the top of my head. Ergo. That was Ergo. And then we have the UTG ZL168 tactical flashlight. So that's pretty much the entire project. And it was a series of videos installing all of those items. So without further ado, let's kind of go through each individual item and I'll tell you where I got it from and what I paid for it. And we'll keep a running total on the screen there for you. So first of all, we started with the Mossberg 500. Picked that up from a local gun shop, and I really don't remember what I paid for it. So everybody out there knows what a Mossberg 500 I assume goes for. I think it was around $350 somewhere around. I don't remember exactly, but brand new out of the box. That's what we started with. So the first item I picked up for it was literally that same day. It was at the gun show, and I picked up the 6-shell side saddle. That guy right there. And that set me back, I believe, if I remember correctly, $12. There we go. So paid $12 for that. So then flash forward, we got into the Mossberg 500 project, and the first thing is the ATI Talon Tactical stock. The only thing I did differently with this since the installation video is I did add the little wedge spacer that actually kind of changes the angle relationship between the stock and the shotgun. So it just kind of changes that angle right here. Did go ahead and install that after I installed the stock in the video, and then I kind of began to really kind of work with it a little bit and get a good feel of it. I began to notice that the angle was a little uncomfortable and was a little wonky, a little awkward. So I went ahead and installed that wedge spacer right there, and it was like night and day difference. Huge. Perfect. Just awesome. You pick it up and you're just staring right down the axis of the barrel. So it's definitely would recommend that. So I got this guy from Cheaper Than Dirt, and we paid $69.90 for that guy. $69.90. So moving on, we have the ATI Halo heat shield, and this one we also got from Cheaper Than Dirt, and that one was $29.04. Next we had the UTG Top Mount Rail. That one we also got at Cheaper Than Dirt, and that was $9.97. The next accessory is the Ergo hand stop, and that's this guy right here. So the Ergo hand stop, and that was $9.04. Also got that at Cheaper Than Dirt. Next it was the Magpul AFG. This is the AFG1. I picked that up at a local gun show for $20. Brand new out of the box. Next was the ATI 5-sided foregrip. Got that also from Cheaper Than Dirt, and that was $94.25. Next we have the Bushnell TRS 25 red dot sight. Also got that from Cheaper Than Dirt. That was $83.44. And then we also have a little bit of a rail cover. Excuse me, it's over here, pointing the wrong spot. And I did buy a package of those, although I only used about a 3-inch section of it over here. Not even, probably about a 2-inch section of it over there. So I don't really even count that. And then we have the UTG ZL168, if I remember that correctly, tactical flashlight. And that I got on eBay for $35. So that is the rundown of our complete build. I hope I didn't miss anything there. The gun as a whole, very, very nice ergonomically. A couple people have commented that it looks pretty heavy. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of shit bolted onto a gun. A lot of metal shit bolted onto a gun. So yeah, it is a little heavy. But I'm pretty confident that the hand setup that I have with the Magpul foreign grip and then also the hand stop, it really just rests the gun on the entire hand, and you're not, you know, the weight doesn't really bother you. It still moves and sweeps very easily, and the weight doesn't really seem to bother me too much as far as a control standpoint. Obviously, if you're sitting there holding it up like that for a while, yeah, the arm gets a little sore after a while. But we'll see how that goes when we get her out to the range and actually start getting some rounds through it and see how badly that really is affected. I'm not really thrown off by heavy guns. I own a lot of heavy guns, and I'm a big dude. I can handle it. It doesn't bother me none. So, really interested to get the red dot sight out there. I've never had a shotgun with a red dot sight, so I'm interested to get that out and really kind of run it through its paces. Of course, this isn't going to stay now. Stay. There we go. Okay. So yeah. So that's our recap. That's everything that was on there. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, you know, don't hesitate to give me a holler, send me a PM, ask me questions, whatever. Still got to do the final setup on this gun. You know, we're going to have to play with the sight a little bit. Might even play with the position on the foreign grip and all that sort of thing. And, you know, you never know. Some other accessories might creep their way onto this gun in the near or distant future. You never know. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Mossberg 500 project. Be on the lookout for a shooting video very, very soon. Have a happy Turkey Day, and catch you later.